Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 21 of Direwolf20's Server Play series. Hanging out with Player and Algorithm. We're taking a look at this little bug. Algorithm just updated his Applied Energistics mod and we're found a little bug with the disk drive. It's just visual, it looks like. It's showing the wrong number of drives in the block. But that's what ForgeGraph's all for.
User entered your channel.
By the way, Algorithm, I just started recording, so I don't know if you heard that or not. Algorithm's having connection issues with his TeamSpeak, it sounds like. Which is why you're being all quiet, I presume. So, I'm low on fuel. Dun dun dun. That's okay, though. During the little bit of time that I've been offline, it looks like my oil ran out, my fuel ran out, but I logged in just in time to catch it. And I had enough fuel still remaining in my ender tank and also still inside the steam boiler. So that's going to last me a little bit. But what I've done is I've moved the ender tank over to here so that it's connected up to my biofuel production. And hopefully, once all this oil dumps out of it, it'll start filling up with biofuel. And then once all the oil and fuel dump out of the steam boiler, once they're all used up and burned away, we'll hopefully start seeing if our biofuel production is going to keep up. Now I have a ton of backlog of saplings and apples, like a ton. Saplings 33k, apples looks like we got 33k of each. Wow, okay, cool. 33,000 oak saplings and apples, not bad. Lots of wood too. What's still using charcoal, by the way? Oh, Player, when did you guys add an armor thingy to the MFSU interface? I like it. Wow, that's a lot of bees. Yesterday? Wow. It's cool. I just noticed it today, and I'm like, wow, that's nice looking. I like that a lot. Oh, look, it's raining on ForgeCraft, by the way. Change to the crafting button in the terminals? Oh, cool.
User in your channel timed out.
I just like being able to shift-click the question mark into the crafting terminal. That's the best thing ever. So I have a lot of work to do today, guys. I want to automate as much as I can of this apiary that I've got going out here. So I've got the bee room going on. We've got, you know, of course it's raining now, so my bees stopped producing stuff, but you can see they haven't done much between last episode and this one. That's because they've been kind of chilling, doing nothing, because I didn't automate it yet. That's what I'm going to do this episode. We do have our seeds going. It looks like this is automating itself rather nicely. How am I doing seed-wise? Hopefully I've got a decent amount of seed oil at this point. Oh yeah, lots of seeds, so I can turn that into a bunch of seed oil. Oh yeah, look at it all. Seeds galore. I'll move the cans out for now. Alright, let me get a couple Applied Energistics gadgets, because like I said, I want to run this whole thing on an Applied Energistics network. I might make it a sub-network, where it's all off on its own, doing its own thing, and then maybe eventually, once I'm really good for power, I'll run a bunch of cabling between my two bases here, and then we'll all be part of one network. Or, I don't know, maybe Algorithm will give me a new toy to play with, so I don't have to run a lot of cable. What do you think, Algorithm? Is that going to happen? Nice, Player. Can you really? Apiaries. Oh, apiaries. Yeah, no. Well, I mean, apiary seed oil is not that hard to come by. Maybe, but might be a ways off. Okay, fair enough. Alright, guys. Let me get started on crafting a few things. What I probably want to do is, instead of a disk drive, well, I guess we'll see. I kind of like the idea of chests, but yeah, we'll see what happens. I might have some ME chests in here. Did I ever make any of those? No. Alright, I'll be back in a few. Alright, we're back, guys. I have some ME stuff ready to go down. You know what I forgot? I made some storage disks and I didn't bring them with me. How terrible. So I decided to go with disk drives again, just because, you know what? I'm using the ME terminal a lot. Something in the two 4K storage units ought to be good. And I'm even going to bring my portal gun here and I'm going to open this guy up. The yellow side can show up over here, so if I want to swap back and forth to my main base for a moment, I can. That'll do well. So where do I want to put stuff? That's the main question. What's in here? Nothing too much. So this is all my stuff. What if I just had my interface right here where I could, you know, interact with things? So maybe, yeah, I don't have my thing on me.
User in your channel timed out.
Oh boy, there goes algorithm again. You know what else I could probably use? Is some ME cabling. Alright, now where do I want to put my drive? I think I'm going to place that right
User entered your
here.
channel.
I kind of like seeing the stuff. But we'll hide underground and place the redstone energy cell that we're going to need. And I think even to be extra fancy, we'll hide it a little bit more than that. That'll do. Power? Oh, you know what? Yeah, we're going to have to move that a little bit further. Now we're talking. Really? With the rain again? Holy cow. Alright, there we go. So we've got 2 disks in there. You can see the visual glitch on the interface. Not a big deal, though. We'll live. Alright, let's just sneak around back. Now we're talking. Basic as basic can be,
User
ME
in your
network
channel
for storing
timed out.
stuff. Cool. Alright, so now that we've got that going, how can we automate our apiaries? It's nighttime. Wonder if I can get you guys on the server to sleep. By chance. And be right back. Alright, let's see how much fun we can have trying to automate these apiaries using strictly applied energistics. So I think what I'm going to need here is a couple important things. So what I basically want to do is first off hook it up so that our bees and our different combs go in and out of the blocks here. So there's 2 types of interfaces, and I'm pretty sure I understand the difference. We've got your precision export bus, and then you've got your fuzzy export bus, right? So precision and fuzzy. And the way I understand it is precision reads the NBT data. So if I want to be exact about which type of bee goes into this block, we're going to want to use precision. But if I use fuzzy, it should at least get the correct species and type. So I'm pretty sure if I say, hey, meadows queen, it won't care what kind of meadows queen, whether it's nocturnal, whether it's all that kind of stuff, and algorithm's like, yeah, you're right. So good, I'm not completely out of my mind. Not yet, at least. So yeah, that's the gist, right? So that's what I'm going to do here. And I should probably have a little bit more room to play with, but
User in your
what I'm
channel
thinking
timed out.
is that'll do.
User
Alright, and
joined
over
your channel.
here, well, maybe I should move this guy.
User entered your channel.
How's it going? Poor algorithm getting stuck all over the place. Lots of connection issues. Just TeamSpeak related, it seems. You're not getting dropped out of game. That's not common. Usually it's less forgiving to connection issues. Alright, so what we want here, guys, is the following. We want to import into the network out of the bottom. We're basically going to say, like, anything you've got in your inventory here, go ahead and import. Let's try that. And that should pull all the items and the bees out of this interface, right? So it got all that stuff. So we can do the same here. Import, import, import. Cool. Now let's get back inside. So all these guys should be empty of their center slots. Perfect. And if we come over here, we'll find, good, all kinds of stuff happening. That's what I like to see. Cool. So let's get some bees going on. These are the ones that I wanted. You guys and you guys and you guys are the ones I'm playing with. Perfect. So now I've got the basic import bus. So I want fuzzy, right? Because that's the one that doesn't care about MBT data as much. For that one, we're going to need some advanced processors. That'll get us the fuzzy exports. Cool. These guys can go right about here. 2, 3, and 4. So they're going to be a little bit fuzzy about, they're not going to be as picky. That's a good way to think about it, right? Not as picky about their stuff. What button? B, that's what I said. That'll do. So the fuzzy ones aren't quite as picky. They'll kind of put any Meadows, Princess, and Drone in there, regardless of their custom MBT data. Now, like I said, if you want exactly the right one, make sure it's always the one with the nocturnal trait and the fast and all that stuff. If you want to be super precise about it, use the precision one. All right. So let's try this. We're going to say Meadows, Princess, and one Meadows Drone here. This guy can do a Forest Drone and a Forest Princess. This one can get the Unusual Princess and the Unusual Drone. These guys are from the Magic Bees. Attuned and attuned. Cool. So now obviously nothing's happening because these bees aren't here. But if I were to come over here and put some Meadows in, we should start seeing this. Oh, look at that. Meadows. Cool. Let's put attuned in and see how that goes. That should have come over here. Beautiful. Attuned. Perfect.
User entered your channel.
Wanted to make sure that it was actually working the way I wanted it to. Unusual should come in over here. Good to go. And finally the forests. Look at that. What do you think, player? And then, of course, any combs that we get will automatically make their way into the terminal. Alright, now that that's working, we'll give this a few minutes, and next up we need to process the combs. We'll be right back. Alright guys, I should clarify something the algorithm just told us, because it did occur to us that bees are all MBT data, even there. I forgot that now, since the latest version, that even the bee species are MBT data, as well as the other information on them. So we're like, why does this work? It shouldn't be working. An algorithm said, oh, I have special bee code. Oh, okay, well that makes sense then. Awesome. And since it got dark out, guys, it just occurred to me, I need a craft packet stamper, so I can go ahead and craft myself, boom, some diamond shards. And I need some nether brick. Alright. How do I make that thing again? It should be, actually, no, this is the right recipe for it. It's just not working.
User in your channel timed out.
That's weird. Did he change the recipe on the Wrath Igniter? Ah, it's nether brick now. Okay, he did change it.
User entered your
He's
channel.
tricking me, guys. There we go. Excellent. I'll be back to check on that in a minute. I want to go check on my biofuel. Are we cooking with biofuel yet? Dude, we didn't even use up the fuel. Alright, now hopefully I didn't burn my house down. Nope, so far so good. Watch out for the fire. I should be careful of this stuff when I'm wearing the suit, but... Inside a wooden house, I'll be fine, player. Relax. That'll do for now. Alright, I've got wrath lamps. Hooray! Alright, I'm going to go place these correctly. Alright guys, now that we're producing a bunch of good stuff here, we can see this guy doing his thing. Looks like we've got 4 honeycombs and 3 mundane combs. Now here's the thing I'm not terribly sure about, is whether or not the centrifuge, I'm going to set this thing up, and I think I should put him like, I don't know, like right along here. Sound like a nice spot? And I'm going to fuzzy import, or I guess export from the AE network, so fuzzy export items into there, and then I'm going to import whatever's produced afterwards back into the AE network. Okay, so for this we're probably going to need something like this. What I probably really need is more of this cabling stuff. There we go, and import into the network. That should do. So that's pretty close to the last of my cabling, but I'll survive. Okay, so I've got this thing set up to export what? Well, I want to export combs. I have no idea if the fuzzy export will be able to say just export all combs, but we're going to find out pretty soon. So let's just do this. And I'll even grab one of these and we'll see what happens here. I know these are from 2 different mods. Note they have different, IDs. So I don't know if this is going to work or not. We'll probably have to at least put these 2 in. But like most combs, let's see. They're all the same ID, just different damage values on the end, but not different metadata. So if they're different damage values, will Fuzzy be able to dump them all in their algorithm, do you know? Like they just have a different number after the colon. I don't know, we'll see. I have to wait until I have some better combs, because like right now, Fuzzy only ignores damage for damage values, or items. Okay, like tools. Alright. So if it's like a number colon another number, I'm going to have to put all of them in the export bus. Fuzzy won't, look at honeycombs and say they're the same as, but if they use the your dictionary, well, I guess we'll find out. Here goes nothing. We're going to export this stuff in there. Now, of course, all our honeycombs are going to go in there immediately, as are the mundane combs. Let's see. In fact, I'll take these out and see what happens. If I take the honeycombs out, oh, the mundane combs went in. Nice. That's cool. It did work, even though they're different mods. You said that's because it uses the your dictionary somehow? Magic programmer stuff? Cool. I have my redstone energy cells on me. I guess not. Must have put them away. And while we're here, we should probably request the creation of a little bit more ME cable. Like 20 more. Dude, I love auto-crafting stuff with applied energistics. Like, at this point, I'm just so spoiled by it, I can't even, like, craft anything anymore. I'm just like, no, I'll just teach applied energistics how to craft that item I'm only ever going to craft once. There we go, centrifuging away. So the beeswax and honey drops should get, let's see, what kind of export did I put on the back of this thing? You should be getting pulled out now. So no interface there. Okay, good. That's working the way I want it to. So it's a basic import bus. So it's importing the network any items that show up in there. It doesn't matter. It's not going to differentiate or anything like that. Now what I want to do also, just to make this look fancy, I'm going to make a wooden one of these cool thingies. So I need probably some more structure pipes. Maybe even a little bit more wood. You guys gonna go here, facade wood planks, or what? There we go. Either the server's lagging, or the assembly table's being funny. Also, since I'm here. Wow. Fuel really does last a long time, doesn't it? In a fully heated boiler. I'll be back once this thing's done being derpy. And to make things look nice.
User joined your channel.
Hello.
Hey, MDio, what's up? How you doing, man?
Oh, not bad. I got me a nice ham sandwich.
Oh, nice. I'm recording too, by the way, just so you know. Alright, so I'll have to put the comb back in there. I don't think I have any at the moment, but don't worry, my bees will produce some in a minute. I'm automating bees with applied energistics and loving every minute of it. I've got beeswax, I've got honey drops. Beautiful. And if I want to...
Do the bees like going through the machines?
They do enjoy being transformed in energy and stored on disks, it's true. I also found an awesome bug with applied energistics. I only told the YouTube audience half the story. Sorry, algorithm. I couldn't resist. It's too cool. He's like, Yes, I know. It's only in the dev build. That's what ForgeCraft is here for. Let's just say, guys, that this little bug with the interface here being funny is not just visual. Alright, so this time we want a precision export bus, because this is the thing where we want to say exactly these items can get exported. So the only items we want to export into here are honey drops, for example. But I don't think I want to do honey drops just yet. I mean, I'm preparing for when I'm going to want to, but for example, let's just do this. You know what I could do? Ooh, that sounds like a good time. Only when you're receiving a redstone signal can you be active. Cool. So we'll say honey drops go in here, and it shouldn't put any honey in until I apply the redstone signal. Then the honey shows up. Boom. Redstone signal off, no more honey going in. And if we put this honey here, notice that since the redstone signal is off, no more is going in. Cool. So what's new with you, MDio? How's all your gadgets and trinkets and cool things coming along?
Well, they're coming along pretty well.
Go on.
I just finished the end of a development cycle, so we have a lot of nice polished things, and
Nice.
the next development cycle is going to get into some things that I don't think anybody's explored yet.
I want to make a backpack from your mod right now, since you're here, because I want to figure it out, because it looks awesome, and I heard it's really cool. So let me find it in NEI here so I can craft it. There it is. Knapsack is what it's called. Okay. So I'm also going to need some iron tough tool rods. Could have also done this aluminum brass. Is there any difference between the knapsack from aluminum brass and gold? Or no real difference?
No difference at all.
Cool.
There's a lot of alternate recipes for aluminum, brass, and gold, so people can use Tinker's Construct on a custom map or a vanilla world.
Nice. I like that. Alright, where's that tough thingy? Because I know I had one. Tough tool rod pattern. That's what I want. Oh, huh. Okay. It was already in here. Nice. So I need 3 more iron. Since it's dark out, I can't do anything with bees anyway, so best to play with this stuff. Now that's weird. Why are you misbehaving all of a sudden? That's weird.
Maybe you scared it?
All of a sudden, it's not working anymore. Tough tool rod pattern in the part builder, right?
Oh, one of the changes was that you have to cast metal parts instead of put them in the part builder.
Oh, really? For everything? Or just for the heavier stuff?
Anything that's metal.
Oh, really? I like that change. So no longer can I just turn everything into ingots and craft it in the part pattern thingy?
Yeah, pretty much. You can still use the ingots for repairing, but that's it.
Fair enough. I think that's a good change. I agree with that change. Well then, YouTube audience, I need to get myself some iron, some casts. I don't think I have any of those blank ones. I'll be back in a minute once I craft up some of the aluminum brass stuff. Okay, so I melted down some iron. I got 3 iron ingots in the smeltery here. I made a tough tool rod cast, and as soon as the stuff turns to liquid, I should be able to get the other tool rod cast to show you guys the backpack. I've heard really good things on Dio. Everybody's telling me how cool it is. There we go.
It's one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere without it.
Oh, I see. I gotta right click 3 times on the spout to get the tough tool rod thing. Okay, so I've got a knapsack. How do I use it? Do I put it in the inventory slot? Oh, cool. Now I have a new slot on the top here that I can just put things in. Oh, I like that. Oh, that's cool. That is awesome, MDial. I really like that.
Be aware that if you die, everything in there goes everywhere, just like the rest of your stuff.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So everything in that inventory just falls on the floor when you die. You know, I think I might put my tools in there. I do like having the tool rack up there, but there might be a few tools I could carry around and just stick in here. That's not a terribly bad idea. Now, I wonder if my forestry backpacks will work from in there. There's only one way to find out. Ah, they do not. They might suck up items still. Let's see. So if I drop this on the ground, where does it go? Straight into my inventory, not into the digger's backpack. Oh well, no big deal. I didn't think that would work, but it was worth a shot. That's really cool. So are you going to eventually have like bigger knapsacks that have more inventory slots or something? Because I don't know, I see there's like a slot for knapsacks, so I'm wondering if you'll have other ones.
I don't know about bigger, but there'll be ones that do different things, like store liquids, or it's a back slot, so you'll be able to put capes or wings there.
Oh, I like that. Alright, I'm waiting for some more stuff to be produced here, guys, but eventually I should be to the point where... Oh, look, my squeezer turned honey into honey. Awesome. I've got some honey drops. Good. I'm waiting for the basic comb to come from the forestry and those bees. Now, I'm kind of thinking of a good way to automate the breeding of bees, because frankly, like, you know how much I love to breed. Breeding is the worst part of beekeeping. But, yeah, we'll see. Oh, you know what I should do is probably go put some trees back there. Yes, that's what I should absolutely do. Let me go find some vanilla trees. Aside from just the basic ones, I think I can transmute them, can't I? See, these are all like, you know, weird trees. Oh, because these turned into apple oak saplings of unknown genome type. Okay, fair enough. That's why I can't transmute you. Let me go find some basic oak saplings and stuff. I'll be right back, guys. Oh yeah, look at this, guys. It's working now. Beautiful. So let's get some birch saplings. We got some spruce. We got a few oaks. I'll get a few more saplings here, but for now, this is probably a good starting point. Should probably get some dirt as well. Because one of the main purposes of my bee production, aside from, you know, bees, is also the production of, you know, trees and all the, you know, cool, fun stuff you can do with them. Because I want some better biofuel production. So I'm just going to build out a nice little tree area here. I'll be back in a few once I'm done with it. Because for me, building is boring. And we're back, guys. I just set up the area I want and even set up a chunk loader out here because now that we've automated this, we of course want it to run when I'm not standing around out here, which has obviously been for a little bit because we haven't gotten any items recently. Yeah, my bees haven't been running while I was away. That's okay. No big deal. They will now. Alright, so I think in the back here I'll place these guys. I even got some bone meal to help me out. So I'm thinking like, you know, maybe every 2. And then 3 apart for you guys, that should do. You know what? I'm going to lay this out a little bit more intelligently. That looks like a lot of leaves. Hopefully this is enough to space things out properly. And I don't think I want any of these guys here just yet. This thing might be a little too close. Surprising how much bone meal you can go through these days, especially when it just takes a while to grow. That looks good. Nice. Alright, hopefully this will be enough to, you know, get these guys cross-planting. I think I'm going to get a couple more of these type, because I think these are the ones that I really want. the birch are the first ones really that you really can breed with well. And then we'll add to it later. But this will get me started. Alright, let's see how things are making out inside. Alright, I'm going to come back in just a little bit once it's daytime, and hopefully we'll have some more stuff happening. Oh my guys, looks like we've hit the wrapping up point. Definitely at that wrapping up point. So we're almost at the 40-minute mark. I think we're around 35 minutes. So we've made some good progress today. Automated the bees. So hopefully what we should find is we'll come back next episode and see a lot more bees, a lot more drones, and this guy kind of doing its thing. What do we got on here? Yes, we're still waiting for some more regular old combs, but that's okay. We got our chunk loader built, and we even set up some trees so that hopefully by next episode we should start seeing some tree mutations going on here, and maybe I'll get some fancier tree types. Yeah, of course, Jade had hooked me up with a couple good ones, but I kind of like my way of, getting stuff myself. And then, of course, the precision export bus with the honey drop and the lever, so we can save up a little bit of honey for now ourselves, and then once we have enough, we'll start turning it into liquid honey. Do want to go check. Throughout the entire episode, I don't think I used even half of an ender tank's worth of oil. Oh, there we go. Nice. Now we're down to biofuel. So our biofuel production should be kicking in. Oh, it's already refilled up the ethanol, so that's good. And over here, how are we doing? We probably haven't switched over to ethanol yet. Nope. We only used 2 buckets worth of the fuel. So we've got about 14 buckets to go through, and then we'll be on ethanol. All right, guys. Direwolf20 signing off on episode 21. Hope you enjoyed it, and take it easy.